Good evening, folks. Deal here. Just a few quick thoughts and notes on this rainy afternoon. Pardon the lighting here. This old house isn't really wired all that great, so my camera view may be a little bit dark, but at least my voice comes through and I can get out my thoughts. Concerning the Trump indictment and the upcoming hearing for him, now, as you know, there's a few steps it has to go through before this thing can even go to trial, which includes a preliminary hearing on the charges, setting bail, that sort of thing. Now, for the immediate future, what I see is when Mr. Trump goes into his court date, which, the way I understand it, should come up about Tuesday or so, I expect his legal team to do something, based on two reasons, and this will explain as we go along. I expect his legal team to move for a change of venue, which this can be done if there is probable cause that the defendant cannot receive a fair and honest hearing due to outside media influence and bias. That is a legitimate reason for asking to have your trial changed from the city in which the charges were originally filed in to another location where the defendant might have a reasonable belief, a reasonable faith that they will get a fair and honest hearing. It's in the law. The United States Code, you can look it up. I think it's Section 18. Don't count me on that. I'm no lawyer or anything. I saw something briefly on the internet last night. I'm going off my memory here. But yes, it is allowed for in the USC, in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, for a defendant in any criminal trial or any civil trial to have a fair, impartial, and legal hearing. Now, they will file for this change of motion based on the factor that New York City is notoriously biased against Mr. Trump. There have been newspaper stories and other things running negative commentary on him since 2016. There is probable cause to believe that any jury selected for a trial for him will not be unbiased. So I'm fairly confident that with a halfway decent, respectable judge, they will get their motion approved for a change of venue. Now, here, one of two things will happen. Either the DA prosecuting the case will try to fight the change of venue, which will ultimately prove the attorney's point that, he can't get a fair trial here. That's why the attorney wants it here. Or he might just let it go to another town where the press and the media hasn't been quite so. That gives his legal team all the opening they need, and a good lawyer can do a lot with this, trust me. To say that, yes, New York was biased against him. The DA did not want to grant a change of venue, and that's probably because he felt confident that the votes on a jury would have been in there before the thing ever went to court, which makes this a politically motivated trial, a politically motivated charge, and they can then request the case be dismissed based on political grounds. If this happens, brilliant move. The man and his legal team is worth every cent he's paying them, and trust me, Mr. Trump would have some very good attorneys. And odds are this case is going to go nowhere, a big fat nothing burger based on political grounds, and it will be proven with any decent lawyers and judges out there without a shadow of a doubt before the thing even goes to trial. So I'm not worrying about it too much. People are saying we should protest because of the trial. Nah. Let the attorneys do their job. They've been to school. They've been trained for it. They've got experience. Let them earn their pay. Just my 2 cents worth. Cliff Manning. See you later.